this is Oshuma and welcome to my channel. So this particular video is going to be a review of Chloe Bailey's album called In Pieces. It is her first solo debut album, so there was a lot of anticipation and excitement behind this album, and a lot of people was looking forward to listening to it. I was one of those people. I am rooting for Chloe Bailey. I believe that she is a phenomenal talent that cannot be denied. Dancing, got it. Singing, got it. Acting, got it. Producer, got it. Engineer, let me stop. Like, she is an overall well-rounded artist. So to begin with, the cover of this album is beautiful. She basically told the story behind the cover, and basically she walked into a store and she saw this Marriott doll. I don't even know if that's the correct name for it. Where it's like a musical box, and there was a figurine, and the figurine, the pose, the dress and hair was basically a copy of what the doll looked like. And from the first time she saw it, she knew that was going to be what the album cover was going to be. And I think that's super cool when, even just a tiny, minute life incident can lead to a big moment in art history. So, as much as some people may not think it is, Chloe Bailey is one of those artists that there is a very microscopic lens on her, and what she does is going to be passed around, and especially within our community. So to us, this is his phrase. So track number 1 is called Someone's Calling. So Someone Calling is basically a very theatrical vocal type of song. It's basically like an intro. And if you listen to the artistry in track number 1, it's not a long song. It's a minute and some change. And you can hear the vocal layering and arrangement top tier. You can hear production top tier. Mixing and engineering top tier. That trumpet mixed in all of that with opera, like, that was phenomenal. Pleasing to my ear. I love it here. It was really beautiful. And the one thing about Chloe's voice, it's very versatile, where she can give you the deep notes, but she can also give you the highs. And she loves to play around with that a lot. I feel like it's an intro to the album, especially if you hear the lyrics. Now, this is just me speculating, right? I think last year there was a rumor about how her and Romeo Miller were supposed to be dating. Allegedly, that was not confirmed nor denied. I don't know what that situation was. When I see Chloe in interviews, I feel like she's very relatable. She's very, like, I connect to her. Being, like that, quirky black girl, that grew up being nerdy and stuff like that. And now she's basically in the spotlight. So I feel like when I see her in interviews, I see that girl, but also a confident human being that knows who they are at their core, but still trying to navigate and find, like, their way, which is, when you're in your 20s, that's basically what life is. I think if that's what this album was alluding to, maybe the public didn't understand that, and therefore the songs didn't connect. But if I were to look at this album without even knowing that, or this song in particular without knowing that, and just listening to it as it is, it was a very well composed 1 minute and 1 second song, so beautiful. So track number 2 is called How Does It Feel, and is featuring Chris Brown. Now, this song had a lot surrounding it, and I'm going to just say it from the beginning. So basically, not to bring too much into it, we all know about Chris Brown's history. We all know what happened with the whole, situation. And so when she basically paired up with Chris Brown, the fan base didn't really like that. I could understand why. Chris Brown, to me, artistically, is a phenomenal artist. I feel like he's super, super talented. I do think that if you are going to showcase certain behaviors, you are not absolved of consequences just because you're a celebrity. So when this came out that he was going to be in the song, a lot of people did not like it. And I remember there was a whole Twitter war to where you know, Chloe's fan base, and even people who weren't particularly fans, but who just didn't like Chris Brown, basically were just going in and bashing Chloe. And I remember Parkwood basically posting things on their IG, basically supporting, you know, the song and, you know, Chris Brown in that situation. I do think, like I said, as an artist, it is Chloe's prerogative to work with him, but I don't think that was a good move when you think about what it meant. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's been a lot of times along the line where her fans have tried to communicate with Chloe in regards to a particular sound. And I think at times it is received with, oh, they're trying to change who I am. And I don't think that's what it is. Trying to research a target audience, I don't think it was done well. But the song itself is actually a beautiful song. I'm not gonna lie, I did like the song. Like, it's like the melody is there and composing. I feel like Chloe is a beast when it comes to producing. She's very good at that. Now, playing devil's advocate, right? I feel like an alternative to this song could have been Chloe featuring Lucky Daye. Hear me out now. I feel like Lucky Daye has been able to map out the type of audience that I feel like would connect to Chloe, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, musically, Lucky Daye would have been a great fit. And that the song might have gotten a little bit more appreciation than it did. So that's that for that song. So the third song on the album is called Prayed Away. So this song is very catchy to me, especially the hook. It's one of those songs that it really had to grow on me, but I would say if it comes on, like, and you listen to it enough, you're gonna be like, you know what, take it. Like, you will start singing along with it because the melody is very nice, and when it comes to the way she's singing on it, it's more of like a airy, it's not a falsetto, I don't know what to call it. It's like an airy raspiness that is really nice with the lower notes that she does on the actual verses. For me, subjectively, in the way that when I listen to it, so when you listen to it, it's a ballad. It's one of those like very slow paced, toned down, a little bit more stripped. For example, it's the opposite of Body Do. It is the complete opposite of what Body Do is made to do, right? And so when I listen to the lyrics being where it's like I just don't want to sing it because I, you know, YouTube rules. It's like not only is it in the song, but it's in there multiple times, and it doesn't really particularly add an element to the song, is what I'm saying. So I feel like that line could have been presented a little bit better, maybe, but that's just me. Okay, so there are girlies who basically get a demo track. Ooh, this is about to sound very shady, but there are girls who get a demo track and they'll just basically take out the main verses, sing the main verse, and then leave the background vocals or the little bit of layering that was already there on the demo, kind of fix the beat. And then you have the girlies like Brandy, where she wants you to digest her music. You know what I mean? Like, there are artists that basically just want you to like have fun with their music, where their music is not meant for you to really analyze. But when it comes to vocal technique and layering and like composing, oh, it's there. Like, I tell you, Miss Thing will stack up and layer up to 16, 18 vocals, and it's so beautiful. Like, those are the artists that take time to develop their albums. Those are the artists that take time to really look into the details. You'll find, people like Beyonce, Brandy, Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande. I think that because I know that Chloe has that much depth and it's not fully translating into the songwriting, I think that's what the problem is for a lot of people that are in her fan base. Like, listen to the songwriting and Kids Are Alright. Listen to the songwriting and Forgive Me. And I think that the juxtaposition between that and basically songs like Prayed Away or, possibly Body Do. Listen, for me, I love me some Body Do, okay? That song I actually like. That's the type of thing that Body Do gives me. So let me pause this right now, listen to Body Do again, and then I'll be back. So Body Do is probably one of the most pop influenced songs on her album. Like I said, I like the song. I particularly enjoyed it. Now I think that this song could have used the feature from Doja Cat or Megan Thee Stallion. I just think that having a rap verse on that song in particular would have given it more of an edge and a push, because it's a good song. It's a good feel song. Even though the subject matter is basically, telling this dude that, like, I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, but I'm gonna show you what that body do, or show me what the body do, meaning like, like, I'm not gonna take it seriously. I already know what it is. Like, let's not play ourselves. We do, And so I feel like it's one of those songs that, because I know it is particularly meant to be a fun song, like, do it. Like, that's the same vibe that it gives. Like, when it came to the writing, I didn't particularly have too much of a qualms about it. Yes, that could have made the song push through furthermore, yes. But I do understand the objective of the song, and I feel like if she did a good video for this song, but in the video, before she puts the video out, do a feature of like one of the rap girl. Listen, any of them girlies would eat that track up, okay? So, just saying it. Vocally, I loved it. I think it was written well too. I think the thing for me in the beginning, like when I first heard it, I'm just like, okay, I hear the Spanish guitar, ding, 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 like, just like starting off. I'm like, okay, where is this going at? Where is this taking me? And then as the track proceeded, it kind of sounded faintly of Afrobeat. Like, it was giving it, she could take an Afrobeats artist, like, or Burna Boy, or somebody that deals with this particular realm where they include acoustic instruments in their Afrobeat song. Ooh, she could even pick Masego. Oh my god. Masego would be a good girl. That saxophone on that beat. Saxophone with that trumpet on that beat like that, knowing, like, I've listened to Study Abroad, and all that stuff, like his passport, like all his albums are phenomenal. Even like you can see the progression in artistry and evolution. It's there, but he really sticks to the core of who he is as an artist, and that has served him very well. And I just feel like it could be, listen, here's what you do. You do an Afrobeat remix, and you get Masego and you get Davido to be on the track. Because the song is not a bad song. It just feels like, I'm gonna be really honest, it just feels like it's missing something. Like, it's a merge of two sounds, but neither of the sounds are really, I don't know how to explain it, but I will leave it there. I will leave it there and move on to the next song. So the name of that song was called I'm Worried, and it was track number 6. Now, I was going to make a statement, and I was trying to be very politically correct, because this is not an attack or anything like that. This is one of the better written songs on the album, right? It's one of the better written songs on the album, and I think that it has a lot of potential. For me, I'm going to be real honest. What it is for me is the beat was kind of interesting with the song. But like I said, and I've come to like, I've realized what it is. There's this particular way that she sings raps on songs, and I was finding the melody as the beat played, and it's like like there's no type of dynamicness in it. I don't know how to explain. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but like that's the best way I could describe it. Depends on who you talk to. It might be a good thing or a bad thing, but that's just something I've just noticed. maybe it's because it's not something in particular that I guess I could connect to or relate to. I don't know why the song is not fully connected with me. It's not a bad song, but I could see, the draw to the song if people were to like it, because the subject matter is nice. It's well written, and the vocals. Listen, when I tell you, that's the thing about Chloe Bailey. She will always give you vocals. She will always give you, like, that's the thing. We know the talent is there. The talent is there. Talented. Okay. I don't think in regards to vocally that, like, her songs and production wise, as far as like the premium quality of it, like, that's not going to be questioned. I just think that the songs themselves are not really fully connecting. So if you listen to the album, track number 7, Fallen For You, is also like an interlude, if you really want to, think about it in that way. It's only 53 seconds long, and, it has a very hip-hop inspired beat. It's very R&B, and the way it is done with the intent for you to really pay attention to what's being said in the song. And throughout the whole album, you will see a theme of heartbreak, anger and resentment, and then you will see, a sense of reclaiming yourself back. And basically, I think that for this song, basically, after Worried was her starting to realize, oh shoot, like, I've gone through this situation, this thing happened, and it's like, I need to take my power back. And if you go through the whole song, there's a point to where you hear a video. It's probably from a video that she, probably saw floating on the internet. And a lot of times, other people's experiences that we see really help us really navigate our own, our own lives. And so probably that video probably spoke to her, very, well. And so she decided to put that sound piece in there. And I do feel like it does kind of encapsulates what she wanted to say, because at the end, she ties it up with a pretty little ribbon and says what she needs to say. Yeah, she says, my choice, basically. And now her realizing that, like, it's my life, it's my choice. I'm going to reclaim back. I want to reclaim back my... Let me stop. I'm being too dramatic. So the next song on the album, which is the 8th song, is called Feel Me Cry. Now, in my opinion, I feel like Feel Me Cry is a song that Future should have been on. Now, hear me out. The reason being is the fact that, one, we already know that Future is toxic. So him being on a song called Cheat Me Back is already predictable. So that didn't really create a wow factor, for the album in particular, just in my personal opinion. Feel Me Cry is one of those songs that are also, I feel like it's one of the better written songs on the album. Now, there are certain parts of it where, like I said, it's just that juxtaposition between it being, supposed to be a ballad and the way certain lines are written that could have been presented a little bit better. I feel like having Future in a song called Feel Me Cry. Now, even though Future might have not come at the song from the same perspective as she did as somebody who was a woman on the other end of it, he could have given the other side of somebody who basically is just distant and very much not in tune with what's going on in the relationship and doing things on a completely different view. Do you know what I mean? Now, that's a plot. Now, that's a storyline. That's what the girls live for. That's what the girls want. You know what I mean? Like, you have to give us something to where it's like, oh, okay, like, this is a love, twin flame situation going on. They love each other, but he's toxic and she's trying to hold on. Like, give the girls, you know what I mean? Like, the whole cheat back culture, yeah, that's, but give us a story. You know what I mean? Give the girls something to talk about. The other reason why I say Future should have been on this song in particular, we all know Chloe can sing, right? And in this song, she plays a lot with her lower tones. Like, there's one part of the song where it's like really, really low. I'm just like, love it. She ate the note. Like, the note was so low that she ate the note. And I was like, it's nice that she would like jump up, and, back to her regular voice, and then hit a little bit of like, a higher tone and the, like, layering, like, vocals of the song. But there's a filter over it. Like, there's a melodic filter over that song that I can hear. Now, maybe it's just in the way that she's layering the vocals, but I just feel like it's a different melodic tone filter that's put over this. Because of course, homegirl would be able to sing this live with no problem. her ability to sing the song and that range and like being able to actually perform and it be entertaining and sound good is not the problem. But what I'm saying, like, I can hear that there is a filter or like an auto-tune-ish kind of melodic thing over it, and I feel like that is literally Future sound. So Future would have literally fit so well on this song.